All right, well, I guess I got a whole bunch of stuff that's sold, so you guys can take a look at all of that. Let's get into it. Let's talk for a minute about one of the most expensive board games available on the market. And that is, well, probably the best board game to find is Hero Quest. And I'll put a couple of comps up here. But on the Mount Rushmore of board games is this game called Dark Tower. And I saw it the other day in a listing for an estate sale. And I got a hold of the estate sale company and asked them how much they wanted. Dark Tower. This is the lid to the box. And I asked them how much they wanted for the game. And they're like, well, we couldn't tell whether or not it was complete. What can you tell us about it? It's people that I've known for a long time. And so I looked at the pictures they sent me and I thought it was complete. And I was wrong. And then I looked. I'm getting yelled at. So I thought it was complete and I was wrong. And I got to the house and I had already paid for it because I sent them the money. They were asking $150. I said, hey, if nobody buys it for the first couple hours at $150, I'll give you $120 for it. So where was I? Cheerios. Cheerio! So I look at the pictures. It appears to me to be complete and in reasonably good condition. The box was a little wonky. And I looked at the inside of the battery compartment. It wasn't corroded. They said it wasn't stored with batteries. So I agreed to buy it at that price. Comps for Dark Tower, pretty high, as you can see. But I got there and it was missing some of the pieces to fix the board together that I wasn't aware of. And the whole house, everything in that house smelled so bad like smoke. I left there having a hard time breathing because it was just so thick with smoke, the whole place, the whole time. And I was congested to start with, so I didn't even realize it until I got it home and I had it in the fresh air. And then I'm like, oh, wow, that's probably why I'm having such a hard time breathing. I don't have a really strong sense of smell. There's a confession. Like my whole life, like I used to say a lot, I don't smell good, meaning I don't have a strong sense of smell. I just never have. My dad doesn't, my brother doesn't. So it's not something that was noticeable to me there, especially when I'm dealing with congestion. All that to say this, I decided that because the box smelled like smoke and the pieces, and there were pieces missing, that I was going to part out every single piece. Because a game that's worth $200 to anybody is worth picking up the piece that you're missing for $5. So I listed most of the parts for $5 plus shipping, and I've sold a couple of them. Sold this one that already shipped, and this one that I have to go pull now, which is why we started this conversation. But the tower by itself, I have listed, and it is, mine's the lowest price on eBay right now. And I imagine it'll sell before Christmas. But I paid $120. I should make my money back if the tower sells. I should double my money once I sell all the pieces. So look out for Dark Tower. It's a good one. Okay, this is a different angle because I want to hold this thing up. Unbeknownst to me, we were at the thrift store the other day where I said we just got the mandolin and the books and the kids picked some clothes. Levi picked this shirt, which is Lake Tahoe Hard Rock Cafe with the Hard Rock hang tag. It was $1. He picked it up to resell. I thought it was just a shirt that he got to wear, and I didn't even look at it. I didn't know what it was. And it sold for this much money as quickly as the video that just posted today. So there you go. That's another one. I've only got 5 orders to pull this morning, Tuesday after Halloween. Well, the lighting's not good right here because the lamp for the whole room is right there. But the this box, these two, this one, and 1, 2, 3 hats, KP, and 4, 5, 6 hats. All of that is completely full of hats. And we sold one hat today, and it says it's in the banana hat box. Let's see if we can find it. Evelyn wants to be on the video. She found a remote to some LED lights. I don't even think we have the lamp. Valvoline, gas and oil hats, mesh trucker hats, snapbacks are going to sell at some price. I paid like $3 for this at a thrift store. The foam is gone. It is super flat. It's beat up. It's not in good condition, but it's sold anyway. So if you find gas and oil related hats, they're going to sell. If you find old mesh trucker snapbacks with recognizable advertisement on them, they're going to sell. So just keep an eye out. But then again, I say that, and I have 2 huge shelves worth of hats that I'm hoping will sell eventually. And the next thing is in HE52. This is a Miller Genuine Draft inflatable pumpkin. And what's really crazy is that it sold yesterday on Halloween, as opposed to selling, what is that? Don't know. As opposed to selling before Halloween for somebody to use it as a Halloween decoration. But it's a pumpkin. It's an orange inflatable beach ball thing. I got it for $1 at the same yard sale where I got those couple of $100 worth of hats. So that, oh, these shoes. Let me show you those in a little more detail, but they're in the house because I just listed them yesterday and they sold yesterday. All right, so welcome to the backyard. We were talking about these shoes. These are Nike Vapor Max, and they have little bubbles in the soles. When you buy these, check and make sure there's some resistance inside the bubbles, because they could pop and that would make them junk. These are not popped, but if you look, like there's some pilling. Like this one is kind of smooth, and then here it's pilling. And so these are not in fantastic condition, but they're not super walked in either. They just weren't well taken care of. The comps were like $60-ish. The lowest I think they were listed for was $55 free shipping. So I did $39 for, I paid $5 for these at a yard sale and didn't list them for a little while because I needed to clean them up. And I ended up listing them for $39 plus shipping, and they sold immediately, which is what I expected. I would prefer to sell them for $40 than hold them for $65. Now that is not the best way to make the most profit, but I don't want to sit on them forever. So these sold, I paid $5 a couple weeks ago, sat on them until I could get them cleaned up enough to be comfortable selling them. And then they sold as soon as I got them listed, because I listed them under market intentionally. Nike shoes. This 6-digit number followed by that 3-digit number, if you type that into either Google or eBay, you'll come up with what the model of the shoe is and comps most likely. That is super helpful always when you're looking at Nikes. I even include it in my listings most of the time because it makes it easier for somebody to find the right shoe. So these are all white. They would work, they would sell well in any color. They'd probably do better in colors that aren't white, because these are dingy looking because they're white and they're walked in. Exciting about this shirt, but I wanted to point something out to you guys. This S19 right here is the year. In case you didn't know that, this is S19 near the trademark stamp is going to be what year the shirt was printed. Sometimes you might find it like in this area also. But if you're looking, obviously, and it's going to be on shirts that don't have the hang tag. But just something to keep in mind. That S19, I haven't seen any older than like 16, so I don't know when they started that, but S in parentheses with a 2-year date is the date the shirt was made. Okay, so we talked at length about the Dark Tower game. Sold the dragon icon, $14.99 plus shipping for this little guy. I'm gonna make a bunch of money on this. It wasn't my favorite idea in the world to part it out, but I think it's what's going to be best overall for making profit. And and completing other people's games. Chicago Cubs. This is a stadium giveaway. Yeah, it says Chicago Tribune on it. $6.49 plus shipping. This is a vintage snapback, but unfortunately it's just one that's super common and it's all white, so not a lot of money there. But I paid $1 for all of these hats in this box, and $6.49 means I'm making money on this one. My neighbor threw away this stove, and it had been electrified, like it wasn't ever going to be a kerosene stove again, but it still had this really nice glass. I'm holding it upside down. It's flames, but I'm holding it upside down. And so I knew that that piece of glass was collectible, so I grabbed it and I separated the scrap metal and the glass, and I kept the glass, and then I put the scrap metal, but it was just out in my neighbor's trash, sold for $88, free shipping. And I don't make a habit out of pulling things out of the trash to sell, but something like that, I'm certainly not above it. Ping pong balls. These were with a ping pong set, vintage ping pong set, and it was like $9. And I asked them if they would sell me just the ping pong balls, and they're like, just take them. I don't know if anybody even wants that ping pong stuff. If you want those, we'll just add them to your pile for free. So I got these for free. They sold for $8 plus shipping. Well, I guess that's going to do it. I didn't realize I had implements behind me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. It makes a huge difference. Comment, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It looks like I only had like my last video had 200 views and only like 20 returning viewers, so I appreciate all the new people showing up to see what it's about. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.